The anxiety of eating on OMAD. Help. What should I eat when I'm on OMAD? That question comes across my mind all the time, and I hear it from the audience as yourself. What should I eat? What do you eat on OMAD? There are so many choices. I'm overwhelmed, and it can cause anxiety. It does for me. I bet it does for you. But you have to remember that OMAD is only one meal. So you've taken away the other 2 meals of the day, and so that should lessen the anxiety anyway of what to choose for this one meal. So basically you're down to 30% of what you normally eat anyway, so this should be pretty much a no-brainer, right? You have to ask yourself first, what is your goal of eating OMAD diet? So is there a goal? The first thing you would ask yourself is, yeah, I want to lose some weight. I need to lose 20 pounds. I need to lose 30, 50 pounds. Doesn't matter. Or I just want to maintain my weight. Or maybe the goal is I just want to be healthy. So I want to give my body a break from eating so much so it can regulate itself, right? At the same time, you want to choose the right foods that are nutritional and that give you the vitamins that you need so you don't have to take so many supplements in the first place, right? So once you answer that question of what is my goal on being on the OMAD lifestyle, then you would know exactly what direction you need to shoot for when it comes down to food choices that we make. So then, number 2, you will choose your favorite meals. You know, some people on OMAD, if they have reached their weight goals or weight is not a factor, they can pretty much eat what they want as long as that one meal. So they may eat a lot of bread, or they may eat a lot of rice with their other protein and fats. These could be okay for them. For me personally, I know, and you guys know from my past videos, that I can't eat all the pastas and the rice and the potatoes, things that I do desire. But even though it is part of my favorites, I can still add those in. I just gotta know when I can eat those things. So for me, it's the weekends that I actually will eat more of a starchy meal plan that consists of higher carbs. So you want to look at your macros and see what you're doing on the protein, what are you doing on the fat side, and then what are you doing for your carbs. So if you break those 3 categories down and just look at it from what it is, pick a food that is one of your favorite foods. So for protein, I'm choosing a meat or fish. And so that right there is easy for me because I just say no brainer, fish. I'm gonna do fish, and that's my protein. I'm going to do a fat, so I would choose the fat, would probably be butter or olive oil that I cook with, and that would be my fat. And maybe it's avocado, or maybe it's cheese. As you guys know, I love my cheese in my tuna salad. So that section is already filled, taken care of. Then you have your carbs. So for me, keeping it low carbs, I'm doing vegetables. So carbs is a vegetable, but you have a lot of fiber in it, so it basically cancels out that high carb level that you would have if you were eating a starchy food like rice or potatoes or pasta. So there you go, voila, that makes my plate. So it's vegetables, which is a carb, and the fats, which could be butter or cheese or avocado or something of that sort, or almonds. I like almonds. And then the protein, which is meat. It could be a red meat, it could be a steak, it could be also fish. For me, is mostly fish 5 days a week. And there you go. You just chose your favorite meal. The third thing you need to do is just plan for the week. You know what? That 9 times out of 10, that brings down all the anxiety that you're feeling about what am I gonna eat on OMAD. If you plan for the week and just know, I'm gonna eat this, this, and this every day, or I'm going to switch out a different meal every day for the 5 days and then do what I want on the weekends. You can just make sure you plan that. And then once you get used to that regimen, you don't need to write it down or anything like that. But if you want to schedule it and put it in your calendar, that's great too. I usually look at my plan on Sunday because I may have gone grocery shopping. So I try to plan accordingly and do my list and make sure I go in the store with that list. So I can get my favorite foods and I know exactly what I'm doing for the rest of the week, and it's already in the refrigerator. So I don't have to go looking for it midweek, and running out of things to eat. And then what do? You end up eating the wrong type of food, right? So it keeps me away from fast foods, ordering food that I really just don't need, and causes a problem on the weight scale. So number 4 for me, and last tip I will just say, is don't worry about what other people are eating, because if you do, then how would you know that your body's going to react the same way as that person that's doing well on a certain type of food that they eat? It's great to look at it, doing your research and seeing what works for others, but 9 times out of 10, you still gonna have to do a trial and error and see what are those things that you really enjoy the most. Because balance between what you like and then what's good for you. So once you balance those 2 things out, then you can't go wrong, because you are unique. You're a unique individual. So you have to customize your food plan for yourself. If you want to be vegetarian, if you want to be vegan, you can do those things easily. You just have to break down those macros and look at it and say, hey, am I filling this section correctly that will fit the lifestyle of the type of way I want to eat, like a vegetarian. So, or if you want to eat meat, you're a meat eater like me, you would certainly break down those macros the same way and just make sure you fill your plate by those sections. And then you can't go wrong. So again, you're unique, and customize the plan to yourself and don't worry about others. So I appreciate you watching, and if you have any comments about what you're doing on your plan for bringing down your own anxiety, please do share in the comments below. And I appreciate you watching. Oh yeah, and don't forget, caregiving begins with you. Talk to you later. Bye.